A chilly fall afternoon here on the eastern shore of Maryland, but it's heating up on the hard court as we get set for MEAC Volleyball in Princess and Maryland on the campus of the University of Maryland Eastern Shore. Hello everybody, inside Hitch Arena, Corey Naito with you, getting you set for the Hawks and the Eagles. The Hawks are looking to make it a perfect 2-0 weekend after sweeping South Carolina State last night in 3 sets. And they're also looking to sweep the regular season series against the Eagles after taking care of business earlier this month down in North Carolina. Meanwhile, on the other end of the court, the Eagles come in trying to avoid dropping their third straight match after falling to one of the best teams in the conference last night in Dover, Delaware, against the Delaware State Hornets. In order to do so, they're going to rely on a very talented freshman in Tori Wilson. The reigning MEAC Freshman of the Week has been fantastic for the Eagles this season. She averaged over 3 kills per set last week, going to help her earn the weekly honor. And over her last 4 matches, she has picked up 13 or more kills in 3 of those. On the other end, for the Hawks, it is going to be Dariana Abner, the powerful right side hitter. She is an electric player, according to this coaching staff for UMES. She's not going to wow you with her size, a little undersized actually on the front row, but she absolutely jumps out of the gym and she can strike the ball with authority. She's averaging over 2 kills per set. It's going to be a good one here inside Hitch Arena. Glad that you can make us a part of your day. It's the UMES and NCCU coming your way next with tip-off.
Puts it down from the right side.
Now the Hawks look awesome. The Hawks sweep the weekend. The block falls for the Hawks.
When you're part of something bigger than yourself, it feels like all you ever do is win, win, win. And when that something is an HBCU, you know you can't help but win, win, win. So, as proud supporters of HBCU programs, we just can't lose.
Getting set for volleyball here at UMES, a rematch of last year's MEAC quarterfinals match where the Hawks fell to the Eagles. However, here in 2022, the Hawks looking to sweep the regular season matchup. Let's take a look at the starting lineups for these two teams, both in the middle of the pack in the MEAC Conference. North Carolina Central coming in at 5-16 overall and 4-6. There you see the lineup there, the heavy hitter Cameron Harper along with Tori Wilson, two of the main key focal points for this Eagles lineup, are rounded out by Darren Armstrong, Emmy Maudlin, Vanilla Pulu Soliafu and Lauren Johnson, the starting libero. And on the other end for UMES, it's the usual suspects here for this Hawks team, looking to make it 2 straight wins. And you've got the heavy hitter there at the top of your screen, Nkemjika Nkemafuna, the freshman outside hitter from Richmond, Texas. You've got Griggs, Matthias, Williams. Abner was the player to watch for here in this one. Sophia Chacon, the setter. And the native of Turkey, Izil Yilmaz, the starting libero here today for UMES. It is the Dig Pink match here in Princess Anne as we continue to bring awareness to Breast Cancer Awareness Month here in the month of October. And these two teams have their eyes set on improving as they get closer and closer to the end of this regular season before the MEAC tournament starts up. They've got a handful of games left, and both teams trying to just get back in the win column if you're North Carolina Central. And for Maryland Eastern Shore, who had a much-needed win yesterday against South Carolina State, they're looking to keep the good times rolling here at home and go 2-0 over the weekend. There's Sophia Chacon. She's going to start things off, the senior setter from El Paso, Texas. Has played in nearly every match this year for fifth-year head coach Trevor Callerman. Chacon gets it over, and we're underway, and it's off the net, dug out by Matthias. Good dig for the Eagles. Set up in the middle. Once again, Eagles hold strong. And an infraction called against the Eagles, and the Hawks will take the first point of today's match. Chacon, a transfer from UTEP prior to the 2021 season, leads the team in assists, ranked 6th in the MEAC in that category, but Coach Callerman saying she is super nasty on the service line. Great dig by Matthias. And the Eagles can't keep it alive. Heck of an effort by Lauren Johnson. And UMES off to a 2-0 start here in set 1. Taking another look. Big time swing by Abner. And then just no chance for Johnson. Chacon on the third set serve. Popped up a block, and the Hawks gonna get it, and the Eagles finally strike. It's Vanilla Pulu Soliafu, the sophomore setter from Diamond Bar, California, with some authority right in the middle. And then she was able to set it up to Tori Wilson, who was certainly the player to watch here today for the Eagles, the freshman middle blocker out of Allen, Texas. Emmy Madlin, the 5'11 freshman out of Pinehurst, North Carolina, waiting to serve. Has played in 17 matches, making 14 starts for the Eagles this season. 4th on the team in service aces. This Hawks team is the 2nd most ace team in the MEAC, and they're trying to change that here. Big time kill from Charlize Williams. Williams, known more for her defense. She's the leader on this team in blocks, 2nd in the MEAC in that category, but picks up a big-time kill there and gives her team the possession back. And Kemafuna on the serve. Set up to the near side. Good dig by Yilmaz, but couldn't keep it in bounds, and a point for the Eagles. So back and forth we go. Look, another good set by Pulu Soliafu. Yilmaz, the native of Turkey, doing everything she could. Just steering it wide out of the boundary. You've got the defensive specialist checking in, Nada Yoldic out of Bosnia and Herzegovina. Has 4 service aces on the year. Kimafuna sets it up, comes near side. Eagles keep it in play. Abner gets the roll. Another kill for Dariana Abner, the native of Orlando, Florida. Goes the opposite way and then gets the shooter's touch. And she's got so much power behind that swing. UMES on the serve again. Cross court, good dig by Chacon. It goes out of bounds. That's a good read by Darren Armstrong, the graduate student out of Cary, North Carolina. She is a veteran on this team. Now it's Wilson's turn, the reigning MEAC Rookie of the Week. A freshman out of Allen, Texas, gets it off the net, and the Hawks can't keep it in bounds. They did everything they could. Renilo Griggs chasing that one down. But an ace here for Wilson, who averaged 3.3 kills per set and hit a combined 351 in 2 matches last weekend to take home the Rookie of the Week honors. And a block, but couldn't go forward, and a point for the Hawks. Griggs with the kill, the sophomore out of Atlanta, Georgia. See the power here on display. Got it off the hands of Pulu Soliafu, who tried to just put her hands up for the block. Big time block for the Hawks right there. Cotton along with Morris double teaming for the stop. Executed perfection here. Both of them getting their arms up and not going over the net. And a good point here for UMES, who's up by 2. A little floater, and the Hawks can't get the answer. And NC Central back on the board with a point. These two teams put 4 sets earlier in October before UMES took care of business down in the Tar Heel State. As Pulu Suliafu, the 5'9 sophomore, will serve it on the back line, the transfer from Cypress College. Morris with a big-time kill. Too much power behind that one. She's 5th on the team in kills. She picks up one right there. And the Hawks not allowing the Eagles to get on many runs here early in set number 1. Valeria Matias now on the back line, the freshman libero. Cross-court kill, and it's good. That's a nice shot by Cameron Harper. Certainly somebody that Coach Trevor Callerman said they have to limit on the other end for the Eagles. Harper leads the team in kills, 3rd overall in the MEAC, and 5th in kills in the conference. She's now on the service line. Dug up by Yilmaz. Too strong, but the Eagles try to get out of the way. Harper a little too aggressive there off the fingertips. So UMES picks up the point. They haven't been able to pull away from the 2-point lead so far here in set 1. See, just at the last second there, she touched it. Set up in the middle. Too strong for Romina Vaca, the Buenos Aires, Argentina native. So a point for North Carolina Central as Darren Armstrong will take a seat. Lauren Johnson, the starting libero out of Charlotte, North Carolina. Transfer from Queens University of Charlotte. Leads the team with 31 service aces. Good block by the Hawks again on the right side. Charlize Williams on the stop. May have even gotten some help from Sydney Morris. Matias liking what she sees. She gives way to Chacon. Chacon, just an absolute leader on this team for UMES. Coach Callerman says that the offense can go through her, brings a calming presence to the hard court. A little too strong on the serve. First service error we've seen for either side so far this afternoon. Now we go back to Modlin. Big time swing from Abner, and North Carolina Central can't get to it. You see a handful of Eagles just swarming outside the court. But that was a vicious swing by Abner. She can just jump out of the gym and take a look right here. The lefty off 2 Eagles and no chance. Coach Callerman saying that this is the first weekend actually that Abner is 100% physically and mentally. She is going to be a major piece for this team, especially come postseason. A good kill by Williams, beautifully set up by Chacon. A little give and go, and we've got a timeout taken on the court. UMES up by 3, and we're going to take the timeout with them. Good start for the Hawks here at home in set number 1.
When you're part of something bigger than yourself, it feels like all you ever do is win, win, win. And when that something is an HBCU, you know you can't help but win, win, win. So, as proud supporters of HBCU programs, we just can't lose.
A 3-point lead for the Hawks here in set 1 at home as they look to go a perfect 2-0 on the weekend. They swept South Carolina State 3-0 last night and now have a matinee match here with the North Carolina Central Eagles. Both teams below 500 overall and in MEAC play. Trying to fine-tune some things before the conference tournament in a couple of weeks. Abner, who had a kill last possession, swings it over. Abner with the soft touch this time. They wanted a double touch, and they do get the call. And once again, it is Dariana Abner, the Orlando, Florida native. She has 10-plus kills in 5 matches this season. She had a nice game yesterday, picked up 8 kills. That was tied for the team lead. Here is Nkemafuna, another very strong hitter for this Hawks team. Good block, they keep it alive. Abner. Chacon with the nice dig. And a block near the pin by Pulu Soliafu. She's not the tallest on the court at 5'9", but certainly can get up. She was able to block that kill attempt here on the near side. Able to stuff the attempt by Renila Griggs, who's third on this Hawks team in kills, so certainly a threat to rack up the kills, and a good job by the setter for the Eagles. Another battle and another victory for Pulu Soliafu. She had 16 assists in the loss to Del State yesterday, but doing it on the defensive end here today against UMES. Yoldich back on the line, and too strong. Good read by Nkemafuna. 4-point lead here for UMES, their largest lead of set number 1. Little floater and beautiful dig by Yilmaz. Griggs looking for another kill, but a good dig on the other end for the Eagles. Abner floats it. Somehow the Eagles keep it alive. The Hawks were all out of sorts. What a win there for the Eagles. That was quite the battle. Yoldich super excited, and we're going to take a look. What a dig in front again by Pulu Soliafu. She's been everywhere, and the Eagles rewarded with that great effort. Block, and Abner just trying to rotate back and get as much on that swing, and another defensive stop on the far pin for the Eagles. They pull within a point. Tori Wilson, the reigning MEAC Freshman of the Week, waiting to get a volleyball in her hands. She has 10+ kills in 7 matches this season. She has been fantastic and really the main focal point for this offense for head coach Jody Brown in his 7th season. Too strong, though, on the back line for a service error. Romina Vaca from Argentina on the back line. She's the team leader in this category with aces. Cross-court kill, dug out nicely. Griggs' shot is blocked. They keep it alive. Morris gets it over. Huge block and dig by the Eagles, or excuse me, the Hawks. The Hawks back to a 3-point lead. Take another look. Some vicious kill attempts on that possession. And you got the big-time block by Soleil Cotton, the middle blocker out of Irvine, California. Infraction called against the Eagles, and head coach Jody Brown wants an explanation. Hawks will certainly take it. They're up by 4 now. Looking to take set 1 here at home. Their win against South Carolina State last night was much needed, according to head coach Trevor Callerman. Said they didn't execute the way that we would normally like, but at some point of the season, you sometimes have to just take wins when you can get them, and they certainly did that last night, sweeping all 3 sets. Looks like they're trying to organize perhaps substitutions for the Eagles. Meanwhile, the Eagles are coming off a loss against Delaware State. The Hornets sitting 3rd right now in the MEAC with a 17-6 overall record and 7-3 conference mark, behind Howard and Coppin State. And then you got Norfolk State, and then Maryland Eastern Shore and North Carolina Central University behind those 4 teams. Both teams at 4 and 6 in the MEAC. And now they're going to try and get order back on the court here and organize everything. A little delay in action here as Vaca waits to serve. She had a season-high 20 assists against North Carolina Central earlier this year. Harper's kill, strong and off the tip of a Hawk player, so she gets the point. The freshman outside hitter from Simpsonville, South Carolina, is lethal in the kill department, registered over 1,000 kills in high school. She carries that power here to North Carolina Central. Morris's kill is blocked. Harper again, too far, and a good eye by the Hawks. You saw everybody eyeing that left corner up. UMES up by 4 now. And we turn it over to Valeria Matias from Puerto Rico. This Hawks team has some international flair on their roster. A block attempt unable to be successful for Soleil Cotton, who taps her chest saying, "My bad." You've got players from Puerto Rico, Turkey, Argentina, and Canada on this Maryland Eastern Shore Hawks team, as you see the Eagles getting the point there to pull within 3 once more. Big time kill attempt from Inkamafuna. Infraction, though, over the net, and the Eagles will get the point. She has quite the kill and swing. She leads the team in that department with 156. She's trying to keep pace with that young woman right there, Cameron Harper, as the two heavy hitters here in this match this afternoon. Morris gets the kill after a couple of tips. Morris from Ontario, Canada, one of those few Hawks from outside the United States on this roster. And you see the setup, and she comes in cross court and hits off the fingertips of a couple of Eagles. Harper gets the rollover. Beautiful dig by Matthias. Double tap, though, called by the officials, so the point goes in favor of North Carolina Central. The back and forth first set here. Biggest lead for UMES was 4. Beautiful placement there for the Eagles. Tori Wilson with good vision as a freshman. Originally from New Orleans, and you're going to see right here, right in the middle, she just floats it into the soft zone. No chance for Vaca. Eagles looking to tie it up here on this serve. And it's an ace. Miscommunication between Matthias and Yilmaz. And we're knotted at 18 apiece. And we've got a timeout taken for UMES, and we will take it with them. We've got a good one here to start our matinee match in some MEAC Volleyball. 18 apiece between UMES and North Carolina Central.
Yeah, I mean, the thing is, people like Geico because it's just easy. Bundling, for example. You've got car insurance here and home insurance here. Why not? Zoop, put them together. Save even more. Some things are better together, aren't they? Like, tea and crumpets. You wouldn't bundle just anything. Like, say, a porcupine in a balloon factory. No, that'd be a mess. I mean, for starters, porcupines are famously no good in a team setting.
Geico. Save even more when you bundle home and car insurance.
As a banker here at Town, we like to think our level of expertise is the best. Truth is, I know a lot of other really smart bankers at other banks. But what seems to really matter to us and our members is not that we know our way around a financial spreadsheet. It's our level of attention. We're easily available and ready to help when they need us.
There's a look at Trevor Callerman in his 5th year as head coach, 6th overall with UMES. He is an impressive young head coach in the MEAC. He was named to the AVCA 30 under 30 list. He's trying to get this Hawks program back to a conference champion caliber. They haven't won one in quite some time. You have to go all the way back to 2011. Eagles taking their first lead out of the timeout there. Lauren Johnson, the team leader with 31 service aces, picking up a couple here on this run. Morris's kill blocked. Hawks keep it alive. And wouldn't be denied there in Kemafuna, the outside hitter from Richmond, Texas. Did not play in yesterday's match. Team leader with 156 kills picks up another. As Matthias, the freshman libero, gives a high five to her teammate Sophia Chacon. Chacon certainly has a great plan after college graduation. She wants to become a surgeon for an ER or join the military and medically practice after graduation. Her and her team gets a point there. They're up by a point now, 20-19, as we inch closer to the match point here in set 1. And the kill attempt, good. Looked like it caught the Hawks by surprise. Once again, Tori Wilson right in the middle in the front row. She has been fantastic this season, as we mentioned. Coach Jody Brown saying she has such a bright future. Now it's Maudlin again on the service line. Chacon with a nice lift over. Instead of setting it up like she typically does, she's able to shoot it over the top of the net and gives Nkemafuna, excuse me, the service here. She's top 5 on this Hawks team in service aces. She's got 14 on the season coming into today's match. Almost had a 15th there. The Eagles just having to bump it back over. Chacon sets it up. And an infraction call. Looked like Williams stepped out of bounds perhaps. She can't believe it. And so it's tied at 21 apiece. Yoldic, one of 2 natives of Bosnia-Herzegovina on this team, serves. Abner goes with the soft touch. Eagles are ready though. A block at the net by Williams. Harper with a huge swing. And another beautifully placed shot by Chacon. Second time she's gone with the soft touch. We're going to get another look at it. Great job by Nkemafuna to keep that alive, and Chacon found that soft spot right in the middle again. That was something that Coach Jody Brown was looking at for his Eagles during warm-ups, saying that they have to protect that center area. Harper coming in for the kill, and it's out. UMES showing a keen eye. They're now back up by 2. Got a timeout here for North Carolina Central. 23-21 the score. UMES has gotten off to a solid start. They haven't been able to pull away, though, from the Eagles here in set number 1. This is the second meeting between these two teams. They met back on October 9th in Durham, North Carolina. UMES ended up outlasting North Carolina Central 25-20 in set number 1, so rather similar to the same pace here in Princess Anne, Maryland. And the North Carolina Central dominated set 2 before Maryland Eastern Shore had to get 26 points to win by 2 in set 3 before ultimately taking set 4. There is a look at the all-time series. The Hawks dominating North Carolina Central. Longest winning streak, 10 wins, spanning a decade there from 2007 to 2017. And there you see the last meeting, UMES winning 3-1 under the direction of Callerman. Eastern Shore 40-64 overall underneath the direction of the 5th-year head coach, and a game above 500 at 25-24 in MEAC play. And they're looking to protect their home court, as you see right there, undefeated against the Eagles here in Princess Anne. Yilmaz on the serve. Good dig. That was Yoldic, and the Eagles get the point. Back and forth, this seesaw affair continues. And look, a good swing by Cotton, but it was dug out beautifully, and then Harper again just too strong. What a kill by Dariana Abner. Coach Calleran wasn't kidding when he said she can jump out of the gym. He says after matches, fans come up to him and just marvel at how high she can get up, and look how pumped up she is. That's a huge kill, and she pulls her team within match point. Romina Vaca out of Argentina looking to end this set. Harper with the kill. Good dig by Nkemafuna. Cross court, too strong from Renaya Griggs. got a timeout taken here, looks like by UMES. So Trevor Callerman trying to get things organized here to take home this set one. Meanwhile, North Carolina Central, they are out to play, and you see Jody Brown there, who has really turned this program around for the Eagles. Last season led NCCU to a new Division I era program record of total wins at 11 and MEAC wins at 9. The Eagles capped the record-setting campaign last year by picking up their first ever win in the MEAC Volleyball Tournament. They ended up knocking out the Maryland Eastern Shore Hawks here in the quarterfinals. 7th year for Jody Brown, who previously spent time in Florida at Florida Atlantic University, where he made 3 NCAA tournament appearances. During his tenure, the Owls posted 10 or more wins in 14 of his 17 seasons. Meanwhile, NCCU has not had a 10-win season since 2007, prior to that 11-win season a year ago. So he is the man for the job, and talking to him earlier this week, it just, you can hear the excitement of him trying to turn around this program. It's a 1-point lead here for the hometown Hawks. Harper's shot is blocked. Beautiful job on the right side again by Renila Griggs and Soleil Cotton, and they take set number 1 by the score of 25-23 as they take the opening set here at home. When we come back, we got plenty more volleyball coming your way here on the Hawks Digital Network.
Great seats at a great price. Get them safer, simpler, and smarter with Ticket Smarter. A proud partner to the biggest names in live sports and events, including ESPN events and iHeartRadio. TicketSmarter has seats for over 125,000 live events and 48 million tickets for sale. All backed with the TicketSmarter 100% ticket guarantee. Thinking about your next great live event? Think smarter. Think TicketSmarter. Get your tickets your way, guaranteed, at TicketSmarter.com.
There is the head coach again, Jody Brown, in his 7th season with North Carolina Central, trying to talk things over after dropping set 1 by a close score of 25-23. You see his accolades there. 41 MEAC All-Academic honorees during his tenure. A 3-time NCAA tournament qualifier at Florida Atlantic. He was named the Sun Conference Coach of the Year in 2005 as well, and he said, you know, when we took over, they hadn't won a match in 75 conference matches when he got there. They haven't had a win over a non-HBCU in a very long time, so he's done all those things and bridging those gaps. And now it just basically comes down to getting the recruits to North Carolina Central after being a Division II program and having great success. It's now trying to turn the corner here in the MEAC at the Division I level. He's hoping his team can earn a match victory here in set 2, just like they did down in Durham, North Carolina, after Maryland Eastern Shore took care of set 1 earlier in the year. They dominated the Hawks in set 2, 25-13. Hoping for the same result here, though, up the road a bit in Maryland. Meanwhile, Trevor Callerman happy with his team's performance, I'm sure. He has been very impressive here at UMES. Take a look at some of the stats here through set number 1. The Hawks just outnumbering the Eagles in kills. Better hitting percentage by a wide margin, 231. That's a good sign for UMES fans. 3 aces to 1 in favor of the Eagles, and very few service errors. But that aces, that is a department that Callerman was certainly focused on here this weekend. He did not want to be out-aced as frequently as they have been here this season. We're almost getting set here for set number 2 on the campus of the University of Maryland Eastern Shore. Hawks looking to improve to 7-15 on the year. Meanwhile, pick up their 5th conference win and inch a little bit closer in MEAC play. Meanwhile, the Eagles also below 500 at 5-16 overall with an identical conference record. There is Issel Yilmaz of Eastern Shore getting ready to go here, the Turkey native. Switch sides of the court, and it's Johnson, the libero, to start things off here for the Eagles. And a good start here for the Hawks. Again, Charlize Williams with some power, able to spin it over the net. Williams was named to the MEAC All-Rookie team a season ago. Enjoying a solid sophomore season. Here's Chacon. In the service area, you see whipping her head in disgust. Trying to avoid that and give momentum here to North Carolina Central. Modlin on the back line. Here comes Nkemefuna, too strong. Johnson got a fist on it, but her teammates couldn't keep it alive, and a good kill there from the outside hitter. Take another look. Able to toe the line there on the boundary, and Johnson just tried to keep it in play and could not. Now Nkemefuna on the back line. A block at 10 for the Hawks, but too strong on the far pin. That looked like it was Tori Wilson. Wilson 9th in the conference in hitting percentage at .244. And coming in as a defensive specialist, Yoldich again. She has played in the Balkan and European Championships, a very veteran-like player from Europe, coming over here to provide some stability for this Eagles team. And a kill coming from Abner again. She has been very strong here in the early goings of this match. They go back to the back line with Yilmaz. 2nd on the team in digs. 3rd in service aces. Good communication there by UMES. The block is there. They play on. Harper's kill is blocked and couldn't get enough on it. Chacon, who hit the deck. I'll tell you what, no matter what happens during a possession, Chacon is always smiling. So is Cameron Harper. She's having a solid day as well. Harper, the freshman out of Simpsonville, South Carolina, leading the team in a handful of offensive categories. And the Hawks trying everything they can to keep that one in play. A service ace here from Wilson. Heck of an effort, though, there by UMES. Wilson coming in with 13 kills or more in 3 of her last 4 matches. Here, though, hits one right into the net for the service error. She'll take a breather. That gives UMES their 4th point to tie it up here in set number 2. Vaca from Buenos Aires, Argentina, had a very good game against North Carolina Central back on October 9th. Leads the team in hitting percentage at .297 when she comes in. Beautiful placement there, though, by the Eagles. And there she is again, Vanilla Pulu Soliafu. She has had a nice game so far on the other end for the Lady Eagles. Just in the soft zone there on the court. Service error on the other end from her. She's still learning the game at the Division I level, though, according to head coach Jody Brown. Transfer from Cypress College. As we're knotted at 5, there is Morris along with Griggs. Matias on the serve. And Harper couldn't get enough. May have been altered as well by Soleil Cotton, who barely played a set last year for this Hawks team. Came into the spring and improved tremendously and has worked her way into a starting role. Matias off to a good start this year, recording double-digit digs in 11 of the first 13 matches. Able to set one up here in the middle. Cross-court kill denied by Maudlin. And a floater just missing wide. Good idea by Nkemafuna. As you can see, she was a little frustrated there. The cross-court dig beautifully dug out there by Yilmaz. And then Nkemafuna just trying to thread the needle there on that far boundary. Back and forth we go, tied at 6 here in set 2. Nkemafuna with the kill. Off a couple of Eagles, just too much power behind that swing. And you see, set up beautifully there by Vaca. Big swing from Vaha for the Eagles. And a kill attempt thwarted though, missed wide again. And the Eagles end up taking the point. So again, we're tied at 7. These two teams neck and neck here on this matinee match. Johnson, the leading player on this Eagles team with 31 service aces. Keeps getting better every match according to Coach Brown. Big swing from Morris. It's handled though. Fight for it, top the net. Nkemafuna thought about going for the kill, then goes for the one hand. Morris blocked at the net, near side. Beautiful job by Tori Wilson again. Also looked like she may have gotten some help by Abby Vaha out of Whispering Pines, North Carolina. And you'll see the two here almost in unison, able to get the block. Heck of a dig by Pulu Soliafu. And the reward is there. Beautifully done. She has been everywhere on the court. Able to keep that possession alive. Take a look. Able to just slip the hand underneath the ball. And then on the far end, Emmy Maudlin getting in on the kill. Maudlin, a freshman on this young team. You look up and down this Lady Eagles roster. Not many seniors, but a handful of freshmen and sophomores. And it's certainly something that Jody Brown, the 7th-year head man, has come to realize, and says that they got to focus on their process, and then the results will come. Nkemafuna rocking back for one. And it's a block by Morris. Beautifully done. Williams also getting a hand on it. Williams leads the team in blocks. Second in the MEAC, averaging just shy of 1% and trailing just Sydney Lewis of Dell State. She was the Defensive Player of the Week last time out against North Carolina Central. She had a big-time match against the Eagles down in Durham. And the Eagles can't get it over. You might have seen Wilson saying, "My fault." And just like that, a couple of miscues, and UMES right back in this one, tied at 9. Here is Chacon, who says the women in her family are her biggest influences because they have always worked hard for what they want and get what they deserve. Taught her how to be a strong, independent woman. Beautiful placement by Wilson out of the stretch of Matias for the point. Chacon's serve handled and then beautifully set up, and Wilson shows really good vision for only being a freshman. Chacon back to Nkemafuna. Heck of a job on the dig there by Yilmaz. Matias floats it. And a kill there by Charlize Williams. Good communication there by UMES on that possession. Matias will take a seat as you see the kill from Williams in the middle. Knotted at 10 and Inkimafuna on the back line. Coach Kellerman saying she's a major piece to this program. Frustrated there, though, on her serve. The freshman going to have to try and bounce back. Joldic on the back line. MVP of the international tournament in Slovenia. Named the best libero of Federation of Bosnia-Herzegovina. So she's a decorated libero. Another block and beautifully done. But it goes in favor of the Hawks. Eagles just couldn't steer that one inbounds. You see Williams' shot was initially blocked, and then again on the swing over from Griggs. Able to get enough to force the Eagles to push it out of bounds. Abner, kill, yes. Another kill for the transfer from Daytona State. Taking another look, you just see her getting set up in the lefty with so much force behind that swing. Harper trying to answer. They go back to Abner. A block attempt, and the Eagles can't handle it, and another point for UMES. So back-to-back scores here for the Hawks. That time it was dug out nicely by Modlin, and then a little too close of quarters at the front line there. Pulu Soliafu fell backwards, trying to keep that ball in play. Lucky roll there for Yilmaz. They play on. Griggs with a vicious kill. Are they going to keep it in play? They can't. Nade Joldic did everything she could, but that was an absolute missile heading her way. Almost went into the rafters here inside Hitch Athletic Center. And we got a timeout here taken for the Eagles as they now trail it by 3 here in set 2. And we'll take a step aside as well here on the campus of UMES.
When you're part of something bigger than yourself, it feels like all you ever do is win, win, win. And when that something is an HBCU, you know you can't help but win, win, win. So, as proud supporters of HBCU programs, we just can't lose.
UMES up 14-11, and there you see on a 5-0 scoring run. North Carolina Central opened up this second set leading, but since then it has been Hawks here on their home court. They look to go for the sweep here in the regular season against the North Carolina Central Eagles in their Dig Pink match. Trying to make it 6-0, and the Hawks, they're going to get the credit for the point. A little hesitation there. And the Eagles are all out of sorts right now. As the run continues, it increases a 6-0 run here for UMES. Yilmaz on the back line. Floats it over. Infraction called against the Eagles. And the point goes to UMES. A net violation called against the Eagles on that one. Right now, North Carolina Central leading UMES in kills 11-10. Both even on the attack errors. And the service error there by UMES, and she knew it. One of the rarities that we've seen here so far today between the both teams. So it's Wilson's turn. Very versatile player for head coach Jody Brown. Big time swing on the near side. Man, Abner is so good. Abner with another kill. She had 8 in the match against South Carolina State last night, and she is on a mission here today. Abner already with 6 kills here halfway through set 2. And a beautiful swing by Cameron Harper. She responds. Led the team yesterday with 9 kills and a hitting percentage of .333 against Dell State. As you see, Renaya Griggs talking things over to make sure that doesn't happen again. A big swing, a long run here for the Eagles. They keep it in play. A bump set back over. Morris with the kill. Morris, the senior right side hitter out of Ontario, coming up with a big time swing. You see far pin, easy point there for Morris. Hawks now pulling away. And a miss hit there by Kennedy Clark. One of the first times we've called her name for NCCU. Middle blocker out of Charlotte, North Carolina. Hasn't played a whole lot this year for the Eagles. Last played on October 21st against Morgan State. Played in just 1 match a season ago, and she's in the thick of things here in Maryland. Good kill there on the far side. Eagles thought they got it, and the Hawks are rewarded the point. So it's 20-13. The Eagles thought that they had a kill. We're going to take another look at it. It's a good eye there on the back line by Matias to realize that that was too far out. Johnson keeps it alive. Maudlin with a big swing. Kimafuna's shot is blocked. Morris looking for another kill, and she's rejected at the net, but it goes out of bounds, so the Eagles, again, can't catch a break, and UMES will certainly take it. Maudlin was right up there for the kill, to try and kill it, I should say, and could not get the block. Too strong again on the far side from Harper. She's got to dial it in a little bit. What a run here for UMES. You'll see they're trying to get it to their big-time scorer, and she's just over-firing a little bit. Matias looking for an ace. Set up by Osmanovic. Here comes a Kimafuna. Dug out nicely by Yoldich. Harper's swing is denied. Cross court from Maudlin, out of bounds. Hawks with another. Inching closer to a second set victory here. Beautiful job up front, as you saw there by Soleil Cotton. And then on the return, just too strong and a little wide as well for the Eagles. A service error from Matias. Certainly something she's trying to avoid. So that breaks an impressive run here for UMES. Can the Eagles respond? They've got their biggest hitter, Cameron Harper, on the back line. Goes over, and it's a misfire for the Eagles. That was super easy for Kennedy Clark. That was laid on a platter. Matias was a little too strong on the set and went over the net. UMES will capitalize once more. John T. Romdeen now back into the game. Sophomore middle blocker from Austin, Texas. Transfer from fellow MEAC school, Coppin State. Cross court attempt by Vaha nullified. And Kimafuna with a big swing, and it's off and out of bounds to win set number 2. Have another look at it. Big time swing there. And it's 25-14 victory for Ikumafuna and the Maryland Eastern Shore Hawks, who are one set away from a victory. We've got intermission here inside the Hitch Athletic Center. We'll have more MEAC Volleyball coming your way in just a little bit. Great start here for UMES on the Hawks Digital Network.
Yeah, I mean, the thing is, people like Geico because it's just easy. Bundling, for example. You've got car insurance here and home insurance here. Why not? Zhup, put them together. Save even more. Some things are better together, aren't they? Like tea and crumpets. You wouldn't bundle just anything. Like, say, a porcupine in a balloon factory. No, that'd be a mess. I mean, for starters, porcupines are famously no good in a team setting.
Geico. Save even more when you bundle home and car insurance.
As a banker here at town, we like to think our level of expertise is the best. Truth is, I know a lot of other really smart bankers at other banks. But what seems to really matter to us and our members is not that we know our way around a financial spreadsheet. It's our level of attention. We're easily available and ready to help when they need us.
The Cybersecurity Engineering Technology program at the University of Maryland Eastern Shore is the only engineering technology program in the state that offers a concentration in cybersecurity on the graduate level.
Our graduates are currently all employed in the cybersecurity field. One is currently working for the Department of Defense. Another one is also working for NASA.
According to cybersecurity venture, the demand will rise in 3.5 million jobs globally in 2021.
I entered this program to advance my career and my education in the department and make myself a more valuable asset to the IT department.
The curriculum in cybersecurity is 33 credit hours. It's a blend of technical and management courses.
There's cybersecurity technology, there's cybersecurity management, there's cybersecurity business concentration, but really we're the only engineering technology focus.
The typical student are people who plan to work in the field. They are already graduate in technical field, computer science, information technology, or management, who are planning to have a job in cybersecurity after graduation or currently work in the field. All of our courses online, and our faculty are so dedicated to reach out to a student, any needs or any question. They are available almost 24 hours per day to help them out.
Yes, you can get your master's in 1 year.
Great seats at a great price. Get them safer, simpler, and smarter with Ticket Smarter. A proud partner to the biggest names in live sports and events, including ESPN events and iHeartRadio. Ticket Smarter has seats for over 125,000 live events and 48 million tickets for sale. All backed with the Ticket Smarter 100% ticket guarantee. Thinking about your next great live event? Think smarter. Think Ticket Smarter. Get your tickets your way, guaranteed, at ticketsmarter.com.
Welcome back inside the Hitch Athletic Center. You see UMES taking the 2 sets here to start this matinee match in some MEAC action, 25-23, and much more comfortably in the middle set, 25-14. And they're looking to sweep the Eagles. And going to take a look at some of the highlights here. And it's been a common theme here for the Hawks today. It has been the powerful kills coming up, and then some defense as well. Soleil Cotton and Renila Griggs has been fantastic near the pin. And in that second set, the Eagles just had a lot of difficulty with some miscommunication, some errant hits, and certainly a frustrating way to lose set number 2, but UMES will certainly take it. You see a misfire there by Kennedy Clark, and that just kept a run going for the Eagles. There are your second set stats, and again, the kills just dominated by the Hawks there, hitting 33%, which is fantastic for Trevor Callerman's squad. Was ace just once, and both teams had a 4-4 service error mark. But there you see at the bottom there, that's the biggest note. Ended on a 14-3 run to help UMES pull away for the set 2 victory. So Callerman and his Hawks, I should say, trying to sweep the Eagles here today. It would be back-to-back sweeping victories here on their home court in Princess Anne after taking all 3 yesterday against South Carolina State. Meanwhile, the women from North Carolina Central trying to avoid losing their 3rd consecutive match. They fell to Delaware State yesterday, and they're trying to right this ship here. They got to claw back down 2-0 as the Hawks open up with possession. And too strong off the bat from Autumn DeSantis, 50-year middle back out of New Bern, North Carolina. First time we've called her name. We've said Chacon's name a lot. She is all smiles here today, and for good reason. Coach Callerman just couldn't stop raving about her ability to be a leader on this team. The El Paso, Texas native gets a service ace there as the Eagles couldn't handle it. Coach Callerman calling Chacon a stud on the back line, has really good tempo. She's trying to open up set number 3 on a 3-0 run. Instead, couldn't get it over the net for an error. So the Eagles on the board now, and they will turn to their freshman server, Emmy Modlin, who was a high school conference player of the year in Pinehurst, North Carolina. Seeing time here at the Division I level and seeing Williams with the kill. She can block, she can hit, she can do a little bit of everything in the middle. And she's showing that here this afternoon. And Kemafuna, her teammates and fans affectionately call her Kemi. Cross-court swing, dug out easily. Abner firing, and she has precision target on that kill. Another fantastic kill for Abner. Coach so excited to have her on this team, and why not? Check this kill out. Cross court, no chance for Modlin, who slipped on the court. They give it to Williams in the middle. This time it's handled by the Eagles. DeSantis floats it. What a save by Kemafuna. Chacon sets it. Yilmaz to the near side, and coming in hot, Renila Griggs for the kill. Griggs with the power, but how about that finesse from Fakuna in the middle there. Good kill there by Griggs from Atlanta, Georgia. She had 9 kills against the Eagles in their earlier matchup. More of a ball control type player, according to Coach Callerman. DeSantis looking for a cross court. Can't find the empty court. Abner this time goes with the soft serve, and it's right in front of the diving attempt of Harper. And UMES off to a hot start, and check it out. You're so used to seeing Abner just fire away. Here, again, that middle zone of the court has been a weakness here for the Eagles this afternoon, and UMES has certainly picked their poison and have been able to place it a few times throughout these 3 sets. And Kemafuna on the serve. DeSantis is rejected at the net, but the ball's still in play. Williams taps it over. Chacon decides to shove it over, and it catches the Eagles off guard. How do you defend that? Chacon, the main setter for UMES, she looks like she's going to set it. She's in position, and then she goes, nope, I'm just going to drop it in. And a heck of an effort by Johnson, but just not enough. Too strong from Kemafuna there on the service error. She has been key for this team, has taken home Rookie of the Week honors twice. She saw her teammate come around and give her a high five. They have been very supportive all game long. Watching them in warm-ups, they had a good energy to them here today. Service error on the back line from Nada Yoldich. And that was kind of a similar trend for this Hawks team down in Durham when they played the Eagles. Coach Kellerman telling me that in warm-ups, pregame, they just had this energy that the team was going to bring it. Similar here today at home. Block shot at the net by Griggs, and she watches it go out of bounds. Heady play there by the sophomore from Atlanta. Nickname is Nyla, wants to become a criminal psychologist. You see the block attempt there by Cotton and Griggs, and she gives a little peek, and it's all smiles. Griggs with an authoritative kill. Beautiful dig, though, by Johnson. Cotton with some English on it and finds the open court. 10-2 Hawks lead after this nice shot here by Cotton. She was able to just find the opening, and she knew what she was doing. She put some English on it as well. Yilmaz with a good serve, and a better return, though, by the Eagles. Chacon just trying to keep it alive, and Pulu Soliafu on the other end trying to get her team back in, and she had an incredible first set. Was involved in this second, but not nearly as much. They're going to need her to get going again here to try and get back in this match. Wilson on the back line. Kemafuna keeping it alive. Griggs bumps it over, so does Kemafuna. Big time swing by Armstrong. And Kemafuna comes in firing. Good dig by Yoldich. Rally continues. Chacon to Griggs, and she gets it. Renila Griggs having herself a nice afternoon as well. That is her 6th kill of the afternoon after a well-fought rally from both teams. And Griggs saw an opening. Eagles don't get the point. They thought for a moment, the Hawks all over it, showing that keen vision. And again, just a lot of misfires here for North Carolina Central this afternoon. They're making good contact with the ball, but either too wide or too hard. Bump set from Vaha. Here comes Griggs again. And again, too strong from the sophomore. The outside hitter who had 9 kills against this very Eagles team earlier in the month is nearing that number here today at home. Looks like Romina Vaca is going to be on the back line. And checking in for the Eagles, Azura Osmanovic, the sophomore setter from Bosnia and Herzegovina. Playing in her 20th match of the season. Eagles have some international flair as well, just like the Hawks, and right now they're trying to have it pay off. The setup there by Osmanovic, and the point from Wilson. See the set here, and then Great job there. Actually, that was Armstrong. Check that. Osmanovic now on the service. Cotton's swing is blocked. Morris gets a hand on it and gets the point. Nice job for the block. Looked like Cotton in there as well. UMES back on the service line. There you see Cotton and Morris. They have been the two blockers all match long here for the Hawks. Matias with a service ace almost. They keep it alive courtesy of the net. Morris tries to punch it over. A kick save attempt by Vaca goes to no avail. And the Eagles will certainly take that point as they are trailing here 14-5, and they need to keep winning. They're down 2-0 here in Princess Anne, Maryland. Abby Vaha, the North Carolina native, is able to get the friendly roll over the white tape. Vaha had a season-high 9 kills and 16 digs last weekend against Coppin State. Was on the MEAC All-Academic team a season ago, where she played 24 matches for the Eagles. This serve handled. Here it comes Ikemefuna. And a little bit into the net. Couldn't get a good swing on it. And an attack error on the freshman. Coach Kellerman saying when Ikemefuna is on, it is a really good sign for the Hawks. She has been very solid here today. Big time swing, but it goes wide once more for the Eagles. Another attack error as Soleil Cotton will scoop up the volleyball. Played in just 4 matches last season for the Hawks as a reserve blocker. Was a 3-sport athlete in high school. Volleyball, basketball, and track and field. Gets a dig here. A block near the pin, and Ikemefuna comes up with the stop and the point. Another look at it again, using her tall frame near the pin. Ikemefuna with 5 kills, 1 assist, and 8 digs. Tipped up, good dig by Matias, able to save it. And the floater out of the reach of Charlize Williams. She mistimed her jump, it looked like. That ball was floating in midair, and you saw the whiff. Johnson on the back line now. 5th in the MEAC in service ace average, averaging nearly a half ace per set, but it doesn't matter. As Ikemefuna just continues to be an authoritative figure here on the court. And you hear it beautifully set up by Vaca, and a cross-court kill there by Ikemefuna. 18-7, UMES leads. Looking to get the clean sweep here at home. Modlin's shot is off the fingertips of Ikemefuna, and the Eagles will take the point. They pull within 10 and need to go on a run. This Eagles team, without arguably one of their best players, Lauren Janik. Janik was the MEAC setter of the year last year, first team all MEAC. And Coach Jody Brown said, quite frankly, she's not only a setter, but she can block, she can serve. They are trying to overcome that here today and throughout the season, and it's been a tough task for this NC Central squad. Ikemefuna on the serve here. They set it up to the far pin. Abner, her kill attempt is handled. The return, though, not so much. A head-first diving try by Abner, but the Eagles catch the point thanks to Osmanovic. Eagles pull within 10 yet again. And it's Nada Joldic out of Bosnia and Herzegovina on the back line. Mafuna digs it out. Little soft touch, out of bounds though, off the hands of Griggs. And NC Central up to 10 points now, pull within 9, and they're going to try and continue a run here. North Carolina Central with 5 aces to UMES's 2. And a service error here, that makes it number 6 for the Eagles, just one shy of the Hawks in that department. So a 20-10 lead here for UMES. Yilmaz's serve is handled. Good swing there by Abby Vaha out of Whispering Pines, North Carolina. Had 131 kills a year ago for the Eagles. She picks up one here to pull the Eagles within 9 again. Tori Wilson now on the back line. Abner, yes! Another kill for her. The Orlando, Florida native has just been fantastic as she's going to take a quick breather. Abner with 11 kills here this afternoon. She had 8 last night. Good save there by Vaca. Griggs with some power and the kill. Renila Griggs also having a nice day. That is her 8th kill of the afternoon. And UMES nearly doubling up NCCU in that department, 42-24 in kills. And a good block by Cotton. She has been an absolute wall at the net. Joined by Sydney Morris as well. That is a nice 1-2 combo on the defensive end here for the Hawks. Another look, the Eagles trying to splice those two, and it's just not possible. Yilmaz saves it. Griggs looking for another kill. Floater from Vaha, saved nicely. Kamafuna lofts it up. Griggs again. Met at the net, but too strong, and the Eagles can't return it. And the match point coming here for UMES as they look to bring the brooms out. Osmanovic gets the kill, or attempted on the other end. She set up the kill, I should say. NC Central needs a run. Osmanovic with 13 service aces on the year, looking for a 14th one here this afternoon. Cotton tries to end it there with the one-handed swing. And the kill easily made there by Abby Vaha. Set up easily by Yilmaz. She was a little too strong on the return. You're going to see it just sets up the easy opportunity. Central clinging on. Morris looking for the kill. And she gets it. UMES sweeps North Carolina Central on the kill from Morris. An impressive performance here in Princess and by the hometown UMES Hawks. Have one more look at it. She's able to get it right in front of that back line. And the Hawks go 3-0 here today on the court. 3-0 yesterday against South Carolina State. And a perfect 2-0 weekend as they improved to 7-15 on the year and 5-6 in MEAC play. Meanwhile, the Eagles of North Carolina Central fall to 5-17 and 4-7 in conference play. When we come back, we'll hear from head coach Trevor Kellerman on his Hawks victory here today as UMES dominates NCCU in all 3 sets here in Princess Anne.
When you're part of something bigger than yourself, it feels like all you ever do is win, win, win. And when that something is an HBCU, you know you can't help but win, win, win. So, as proud supporters of HBCU programs, we just can't lose.
Back here in Princess Anne, the UMES Hawks sweeping NCCU in all 3 sets. You see the scores there and all smiles from Dariana Abner, who is the player to watch here. Here at UMES, the Hawks enjoying a 3-set sweep to earn the match victory. There you see the scores. It was close in the first, and then the Hawks able to pull away in sets 2 and 3 as the Eastern Shore Hawks pick up their 5th MEAC win of the year. Meanwhile, the Lady Eagles of North Carolina Central end up falling and now are 4 and 7 here in MEAC play. I'm joined by head coach Trevor Kellerman. And Trevor, this was a big win for you guys. You got a South Carolina State victory yesterday. You said it was a much-needed win, although you guys didn't execute that well. But here today, what did you think about your execution?
Today it was about as perfect as we could get in execution. That first set, we had to feel it out a little bit. The team was definitely on, but we just had to kind of get in our rhythm. Second and third set, Dariana was on. Nyla kind of came alive, and it was just a really well-executed match by the ladies today.
You outnumbered them in kills by a wide margin. Was that something that you were looking forward to here this afternoon?
Absolutely. We've been waiting for this type of match from our girls all season. We've played in spurts here and there, but we're starting to solidify who we are as a program, and it was good to see some young talent as well as some seniors just really define who we are today with that aggressive volleyball. It was great.
You mentioned aggressiveness. Obviously, you guys are trying to fine-tune to get ready for the MEAC tournament. What do you think your team still might need to improve on based on this weekend, even though it's a 2-0 weekend?
Yeah, we had a couple moments in there where we weren't quite in system and we didn't deliver a good second contact. The sets weren't great and under pressure. And we just need to make sure that all of our second contacts are quality so we can take swings as often as possible, less free balls, things like that.
A 2-0 record on the weekend. It's always great to win. What's the message to your team here as they enjoy the rest of this weekend?
It's a championship effort this weekend, especially this match today. I think that the conference as we started, we took a couple losses there early on, but we're dark horses to win this season. I'm saying it now.
Love the confidence there, Coach. Congratulations on the sweeping victory here against North Carolina Central University and the 2-0 weekend. Looking forward to seeing you guys get ready for the tournament.
Thank you very much. Appreciate it.
That's head coach Trevor Kellerman. His team sweeps North Carolina Central University in all 3 sets. As you see the upcoming schedule here, they're at Coppin State on November 4th and then back home here in Princess Anne against Morgan State. And then they've got a tough task against the Hornets up in Dover, Delaware against Dell State. And then that MEAC championship. Every team makes it in the conference, but UMES, they want that 4th and 5th seed to position themselves nicely to try and make a run as they look to earn their first conference title since 2011. All smiles for the Hawks here this afternoon, and why not? It was a fantastic and dominant performance, as you heard from head coach Trevor Kellerman. The next broadcast here on Lanacre Media is November 6th, 3 o'clock, versus Morgan State. And for the entire production crew here this afternoon in Princess Anne, I'm Corey Naito saying so long here from UMES. A dominant performance for the Hawks as they pull one game closer to 500 in MEAC play. Have a good one, everybody.